Honorable Speaker, so during the Appointments Committee, I was given a task as a fair person who believes in fairness, with knowledge of my background as a patriot, to speak to the President, who is the appointing authority, to stand surety for the young men who are detained and they have not yet gone on trial.
Honorable Min Balaam ng'amaze okulayira mu State House ku bwa minisita yavaayo n'asaba omukulembeze w'eggwanga okulaba ng'akola ku nsonga z'abaana abagambibwa okuba nti bwakwatibwa olw'ebyobufuzi era nga bano ba kibiina ekya National Unity Platform. Era omukulembeze wa Uganda agamba agenda kutula mu nsonga eno alabe engeri gy'asobola okuyamba abantu bano okulaba nga bava mu kkomera gye basubiddwa emyaka egisukka mu 3 nga tebaleetebwa wadde kuwozesebwa wadde kweyimirirwa. Kati nno era we yagenze ne mu Parliament okutuuzibwa oba okugazeetingibwa, kino no yakizzeemu n'asaba Parliament okulaba ng'emuyambako okuproducinga list eno omukulembeze gonga Yoweri Kaguta Museveni gye yamusabye agimuwe alabe baani abasobola okusonyiyibwa oba nga kituufu gye bali mu makomera. Kati nno abantu abasinga bagisizaamu olugaayo era bamusekeredde nga bagamba ayinza okuba kati ng'azze ku bintu bya showbiz. Naye era nalabyeko ne leader of opposition ngono Joel Ssenyonyi nga abaako ebigambo bya mulaalika agamba nti nno bino si bya kinyumo era nga alina okwegendeza naddala nga ayogera ku nsonga ez'ekibiina ekya National Unity Platform sayako ne bano abaakwatibwa. Kati nno yagenze maaso ekibiina ekya National Unity Platform kiringa ekya Posndose ne kigenda maaso okulaba nga kiwaayo lisiti y'abo abagambibwa okuba nti baakwatibwa nga mulimu bino agambibwa okuba nga yakwatibwa era nga Prime Minister amanyigyali ngonono John Bosco Kibalama. Kati nno lisiti eno nga ekibiina kya National Unity Platform kiyita mu leader of opposition Honorable Joel Ssenyonyi kyavudde ne kireeta lisiti eno era mu maaso ga Parliament. Guno no si gwe mulundi ogusoose. Tujjukire ku kisanja kya Honorable Mathias Mpuuga ekya leader of opposition baba ne lisiti y'emu ne bagiyanjulira Parliament era ne bagiwa Prime Minister ne bagiwa Office Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs ne Internal Affairs era okulaba nga bagitunulamu era abamu bagambibwa nti nno baali tebamanyiddwa. Kati nno lisiti y'emu ekomezeddwawo abamu batandise okugamba nti no bino nno byandiba nga bya bufuzi okulaba nga Balaam awininga oba abeerako n'akyajjukirwako abanga kituufu lisiti eno bwe banajja omukulembeze wa Uganda abantu bano banaasobola okuleetebwa era ne baweebwa okuddibwamu. Kati nno lisiti baagireese era nga wadde okubaganya empawa mu Parliament. Joel Ssenyonyi ng'amaze ojjanjulira Parliament era bwebiti we byagenze.
Honorable Speaker, Honorable Speaker, yesterday we, for some reason, did not have a meeting of minds on a matter that is quite imperative. We have discussed in this House missing Ugandans on account of their political affiliations, people who are in jail for years, some over 3 years, because of their political persuasions. Trial has not kicked off because there's no evidence against them. And like I called it yesterday, it's persecution as opposed to prosecution. Honorable Speaker, these matters are in the public arena. We have tabled those lists here in Parliament several times, forwarded the same to the Prime Minister, forwarded the same to Uganda Human Rights Commission, and they are also on court record because these people are being processed through courts of law. Honorable Speaker, I seek your indulgence so that I, for the umpteenth time, table those lists again, so that there be no excuse from anybody, because there are people who are saying, you see, NUP is not availing these lists because all of a sudden there are some people who are saying they care so much about these people. It's good that they now agree with us that these people are simply being persecuted. Otherwise, if there was any offense they committed 3 years down the road, somebody should have been tried. So it's good that they are seeing what we have been saying. So, Honorable Speaker, for there to be no pretense and for there to be no excuse, especially from government officials who sit here with us in Parliament where we have tabled these lists, I seek your indulgence that I table these lists again, so that the Right Honourable Prime Minister, the Attorney General, Minister for Justice and Constitutional Affairs, and anybody else anyway who has interest in this matter, the same way we do have interest in this matter, and thinks they can pick it up, they will then have access to the record. There should be no pretense, Right Honourable Speaker. That's the procedural indulgence that I seek, Right Honourable Speaker.
Thank you. Now, Honourable colleagues come here to submit. They are not pretending. They mean serious business. Yesterday, the Honourable Balaam raised this issue. The Honourable Balaam has not been a government official, has not been a member of Parliament. These are issues you are giving to government officials, to anyone, okay, and had not received any prior copy of those lists. So I took it that he was asking in good faith. And to me, considering how we've grappled with this issue, anyone who can put a block, anyone who can use their own tactics, might be tactics, their influence, we give them chance, okay? So that these young people who are alleged to be in prison can be helped. So I know, please, the speaker is speaking. You don't interrupt the speaker when he's speaking with procedure. Okay, so I know we received the copy, but for it to be witnessed by the Honourable Balaam, okay, and I'll ensure that indeed he receives it before he leaves here. Honourable Senyonyi, you can lay on table the copy you have.
When I mentioned the issue of orientation, some people thought I said it in bad faith. We all do need it. When we got here in Parliament, we had to be oriented. And we continue to learn, you know, so it's a good thing that when new members do join us, if there is information they require, maybe they should be helped where to access it. Because like you have rightly said, Right Honourable Speaker, we table those lists severally, and so they are within the records. However, for there to be no excuse anymore, I would like to lay on table, number one, the list of NUP supporters on remand in various courts, the likes of Olivia Lutaya and others who have been held for over 3 years. Trial has not kicked off. And we have been demanding and continue to demand that they be released.
Honourable, the procedure for laying, you just read the document and you lay.
Right, Honourable Speaker, I was simply explaining the document that I am laying. And so I have laid that list. I would like to also lay the list of missing NUP supporters, which has John Bosco Chibalama and others, who, by the way, the Prime Minister told us was arrested and she knows where he is. I lay on table, Right Honourable Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you. You know, colleagues managing, please, but I'm still talking. The speaker is heard in silence. You know what the rules say. Then after, okay. So, Honourable colleagues, thank you, Honourable Senyonyi. I think this is okay, Honourable colleagues, and it's courtesy, okay. And I urge you, Honourable colleagues, you know, the best way to win an argument on this floor of Parliament is by being courteous to each other. That way you win many hearts. You win, you know, the moment you do that, then we focus on the argument, okay. Thank you, Honourable Senyonyi. Please, clerk, ensure that a copy is formally given to the Honourable Balaam Barugahara as he requested. Okay. Procedure, Honourable Enos had, but
to LOP. Right Honourable Speaker, even us, members of NRM, politics here and there. So Right Honourable Speaker, through your office, given that LOP now has presented, has it?
I am moving under Rule 7 and 8. Because I'm finding what we are discussing strange and I will need your guidance. We have the amnesty law in this country. I was not privileged to hear the submission of the good addition from Bunyoro yesterday, but with the lists laid on the floor of the House, I am asking myself, when the lists are laid on the floor of the House on the request from Honorable Balaam Barugari, are we handling some kind of amnesty process? Are we handling some kind of amnesty process? Because as far as I know, when you are suspected to commit a crime, you are produced before courts of law and a due process is followed. It is those who choose to ask for amnesty and formally apply for it in the Amnesty Commission. In the Amnesty Commission that are given amnesty. So maybe I said I was not privileged to hear the submissions from my honorable colleague. I said a good addition from Bunyoro. Was he applying for amnesty?
Thank you. Thank you. Balaam.
Byebyo ebintu ebyagenze era ne speaker parliament naye yabaddeko nekyawabula n'agamba Balaam temulaba nga we yali luli kati is a full minister era nga alina authority era nga he can influence kuba kati atula ku cabinet eya government. So n'agamba tumuwe obudde era tumwagalize mu byonna byateekateeka okukola era n'okumuyambako kulaba nga atuukiriza ebigendererwa bye ng'era atandikidde ku kino ekyokulaba nga anunula abo abaana aba National Unity Platform abawambibwa. Kati nno naawe osobola okumpa ensonga yo, osobola okumpa ekirowoozo kyo kyolowooza ku nsonga eno, bya bufuzi oba nga kituufu kiri kukolebwa in good faith.
Balaam said here on the floor yesterday that he would also now, as a member of cabinet, he would want to be appraised on this matter and see how he can contribute his effort, like how other people have been contributing their effort. So the information provided here is for him to also add the effort on the other efforts that have been going on to solve the matter. So to me, as long as someone knows he's going to add value, now by the way, now he has authority. Hey, this is not the Balaam we knew of. Yesterday he reminded us, he said, I'm a full minister now. So we only need to wish him well, and we give him all the support necessary. You never know where his hand can reach. So let's...
Kale, teweerabira kusubscribinga, kulikinga ate kusharinga. Nga bulijjo amanya n'eddoboozi yenze Mr. Essential akatela yenze y'amataga tafa to supporting 078 33207. So zezo ensonga z'ekibiina kya National Platform Balaam Barugari saako ne Parliament.